there, Stan the Annuity Man. Welcome to my monthly live event. Glad you joined me. I'm wearing my Dream Killer t-shirt today because I'm going to kill all those dreams about upfront bonuses. Somebody said the other day to me, Stan, didn't we already talk about this once? Aren't you going back to the past quickly? Well, as Elmer Fudd said in the cartoon, it's Wabbit season, right? As Stan the Annuity Man says, it's bonus season. It's the time where annuity agents are talking to you about upfront bonuses, and one the other day hit, I don't know who the carrier is, don't care because they don't work anyway, and it was over 50% bonus. I can't imagine that sales pitch. I can't imagine Ernie and Eunice sitting in the front row going, well, that's pretty good. They're going to give me 50% of my money right now. You're like, come on, man. So get your questions ready. We don't have to all just talk the whole time about upfront bonuses, but I wanted for the people out there that are going to view this on replays and stuff to just make sure that they connect with me, stan@theannuityman.com. If someone has pitched you one of these upfront bonus products, just let me walk you through that, please. You can go to my site at theannuityman.com, run quotes, download books, all that stuff. But I'm officially the Dream Killer today. Let's get some administrative stuff out of the way. You see this hat? Great hats, man. I mean, the people are going crazy for the hats. Right now, we have a bunch of the light blue ones in stock. Please don't say, hey, Stan, send me a red one. No, don't do that. We're not a store, okay? Light blue hat, Stan the Annuity Man, logo on the back. If you're a client already, you get one immediately. Just shoot me an email. If you're thinking about it being a client, we'll shoot you one anyway, too, just out of good faith. Again, stan@theannuityman.com. And for all the people that's been on the live events before, you remember Zeke, the Hawaiian freak, the crying Hawaiian, beard down to his waist, board shorts. He's got a full sleeve tattoo on his left arm. Not sure why. Not sure why the right arm doesn't have any. But I brought in for Zeke today the ukulele Flying V electric. Okay, so I could play you a silly little tune if you wanted to about upfront bonuses, but I'm not going to. But I gave Zeke this week a ukulele, and he started playing it, so that was pretty cool. But for all you frustrated guitar players out, which I'm one of, I'm always collecting things. So when I saw a ukulele Flying V, that was pretty cool. Let's talk about upfront bonuses real quick. Let me ask you a question. How many pennies are there in the dollar? You're right, 100. There's 100 pennies in the dollar. Next question. Do you think that there are philanthropists that run annuity companies? Like the CEO of XYZ annuity company wakes up in the morning and goes, you know what? I've been thinking about this, goes to the board and says, board of directors, I want to give money away. I want to give upfront bonuses away to the people. I want to just give money away. And the board's like, yes! Oh, yes! What a great idea. Just a timely idea in the affordability culture that we live in. No, that doesn't happen. Nobody's giving money away. If a bonus is being offered, something in the policy is being lessened. Can we all agree upon that? Can we all put our IQ caps on? Bonuses, I call it, people say, Stan, stop doing this, but it's really true. I was on a long time ago, I was on some radio show in, I think it was Dayton, Ohio, or Cincinnati, Ohio, and I just said, bonuses are candy for the stupid. I mean, it's like going to a car dealership and saying, I don't want to hear about the engine or the transmission or the fuel injection. I don't want to hear about any of that. I'm going to buy a car today based upon the best stereo system you show me. Huh? I mean, that's like saying, I bought this annuity for the bonus. Then you're dumb. I hate to tell you, you had a brain fart and you just made a bad decision. But if you're buying an annuity for a bonus, I mean, that's crazy. It makes no sense. the bonus is nothing more than the part of the overall contractual guarantee. It's not free money. You're not getting free money. Nobody's giving away free money. Well, I take that back. Maybe Medicaid is. I've been reading a lot about that, some Medicaid fraud, some welfare fraud. But there's no life insurance company that issues annuities that's giving away a free bonus amount. And if you don't believe me, you're like, well, I'm going to tell you what, this guy told me this, and I believe him. Then call the annuity company and say, I'm thinking about buying your bonus annuity, okay? When I buy it, can you send me the bonus day 2? Can you just send it to me? When do I get that? Typically, it's attached to the income rider side, and typically, bonuses are attached to fixed index annuities, formerly called equity indexed annuities, which were put on the planet in 1995 to create CD returns, not market returns, okay? That's a fact. Facts are cool in the annuity industry, and we only look at policies for what they will do, not what they might do. The will do is the contractual guarantees of the policy, might do is the caps and spreads and participation rates and all that stuff. But here's the way to look when we talk about the bonus products, okay? We're talking about indexed annuities. So there's a lot of agents out there that just sell indexed annuities. Now, the odd part about that is the average time in the business for an annuity agent is a little bit over 5 years. Yet they're selling you a 10-year, 7-year product. It's crazy. Draw a line down a blank sheet of paper right here, visually, if you're listening to this. This side's the index side, we don't care because we don't know. And nobody knows, and backtest numbers should be illegal to show. This side over here is the income side, income benefit side. The majority of the bonuses go to the income benefit side, which is monopoly money and a phantom account that can only be used for income. So your question is, well, yeah, but that 20, 30, 40, 50% bonus is going to increase my income, son. Not all the time. When we run quotes for income riders, so I only ask 2 questions. What do you want the money to contractually do? When do you want those contractual guarantees to start? If you said the first answer was, we want lifetime income, me and the missus, when do you want it to start? We need it to start in 6 years, 4 years, 7 years, whatever. We're going to quote income riders, but only looking at the number, the guaranteed number. We're not looking at the bonus. We're not looking at the roll-up rates, 8% is like yield. No, it's not. We're only looking at the number. For lifetime income guarantees, we look at 2 things. The rating has to be A+ or better, and the number. I don't care about the brochure. I don't care about the name. I don't care about the carrier. A+ or better, you don't need a sweater. A+ or better for lifetime income, and the number. Now, what we have found out historically is these big upfront bonuses right here, the income number is not as high as the ones that either don't have a bonus or have a lesser bonus. But majority of the time, the non-bonus products win. And we don't care about bonus. It could be a 120% bonus. There's a 120% bonus. No, my point is bonuses don't matter. It's the overall contractual guarantee, just part of the overall calculation. But what matters is the number, the contractual number that you're going to get for the rest of your life as long as you're breathing and on a respirator, or if it's joint life, as long as one of you is breathing and on a respirator. And when you die in the fiery Learjet crash, the death benefit is attached to the index annuity side, which we don't care about. That's going to get crappy CD rates. Anybody ever that's telling you you're going to get market upside with no downside, market participation with principal protection, and this side, sir, will outperform what you're pulling out, and you'll have more money at the end. Crapola, absolute turd ball, okay? And if they say that, say, okay, if that's the case, will you sign this paper and guarantee that if it doesn't work? Will you write the check to make up the difference? They will not. The fact that agents are leading with upfront bonuses is what's wrong with this industry. Every year I do, it's a bonus season, let's talk about bonuses, because my emails light up with, this guy just showed me a 50%, but this guy just showed me a 35%, but come on, man. You can't be that stupid. I've been doing this a long time. The top agent I'm number 1 for a reason. we brutally and factually tell the truth. We are the only one out there that only looks at contractual guarantees. Every single group that thinks they're competing with me, they're going down the rabbit hole of dreams, and I'm a dream killer, of index annuity cap spreads, participation rate, and all that stuff, and the upfront bonus. They don't work, okay? The upfront bonus should be ignored. You're buying a contractual guarantee. Yes, we're going to quote all of the ones with and all the ones without the bonuses. We don't care because that means nothing to us. What matters? What's the two things? A plus or better and the number. Say it again. A plus or better or the number. Say it again. A plus or better and the number. A plus or better and the highest contractual guarantee, quoting all carriers. You don't buy it for the bonus. I was talking to a guy the other day, and he's kind of in the industry, and he was really happy about a bonus annuity. I went, what's that? I mean, what are you trying to solve for? He didn't answer. But if he'd answer, I'm trying to solve for the bonus, dumb answer. But it's bonus season, okay? Zeke, what do you think about this? We're getting ready to go to questions. Zeke likes it. Zeke is the crying Hawaiian. Zeke, the Hawaiian marketing freak. He's behind the camera. That's pretty cool, though, really, honestly. If you went to my office here in Vegas, please don't, but because it's locked. You have to like wave at the receptionist, and she might let you in. But there might be 30 guitars hanging all over this office, because we rock and roll, man. We rock and roll and we tell the truth. Remember, if you tell the truth, you don't have to remember anything. All right, we're getting ready to go into the questions. So here we go. I see a lot of hello stands and all that stuff. You can't. Now, Zeke, you know the rules. I've got to tell you when to pop it, okay? Zeke, here's Zeke. Come on, man. Love Zeke. All right, pop that one, Zeke. If you're younger than age 59 and a half and use IRA funds to buy a SPIA single premium immediate annuity, and let's pause right here. Yes, I'm venting about upfront bonuses. Yes, it's a joke. Yes, it's what's wrong with the industry. We can talk about anything. Hey, if you want to ask me about Iran, that's fine. I can do that because I can wax eloquent across the board. You know what I'm saying? It's like Hunter S. Thompson said, Zeke, and Zeke's like, I have no clue who Hunter S. Thompson is. Hunter S. Thompson, gonzo journalism, Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, the movie. Here's what he said. When the going gets weird, the weird turn pro. Think about it. Okay, if you're younger than age 59 and a half and use IRA funds to buy a SPIA for income for life with a 20-year period certain, would that avoid the 10% penalty, or does it need to be life only with nothing else? The answer to your question, Mildway 1, is that it would avoid the 10% penalty under the IRS ruling 72T. That's the 72 capital T. You're saying, Stan, do you really know the IRS code like that? When it comes to annuities, I do. So, yes, that would avoid the 72T rule. Life with 20-year period certain means it's going to pay you for as long as you're breathing. What if I'm 125? It'll pay you. What if I lived 150? It'll pay you. What if I lived 175? It'll pay you. Even if you're on a respirator, someone said, what if I'm in a coma in a respirator? It'll still pay. You're just not going to enjoy the money because you're going to be laying there in a coma. And I'm only going to visit you once a month. Okay? But the 20-year certain means that if you died year 13, there's 7 more years of payments. 7 plus 13 is 20. Right? That's what, or if you lived 21 years, then there's no death benefit for the beneficiaries. That's what life in 20 means. You could do life in 5, life in 10, life with 20, life with 25, life with 30, life with cash refund, life with installment refund. There's 45 ways to do it. Life only means I hate my beneficiaries. I am a true sociopath. I do not go to any family reunions, and I want the highest payment possible. Not many people do that, but if you are a true sociopath, we can do that for you. A guy called me the other day and said, I just want life only. Don't try to convince me. First of all, I'm not going to try to convince you anything. I just want life only. I don't care about my family. They're going to get enough. Okay, player, we'll do life only. It's going to be the highest contractual payout because you're shouldering the risk. Everything else, like life with cash refund, life with installment refund, you're transferring the risk. And even with life only, you're transferring the risk, in essence, for them to pay you for the rest of your life. All right, let's see. Hit that one. Yeah. See, that's beautiful. Shay Patel 2739. I mean, these are questions that are almost paid questions, Zeke. And the question is, I need some charts, Stan. Hey, Stan. I need some charts to visualize and understand the information that you're saying. So what you're saying, Shay, is like showing paintings to blind people. That's Zeke's past job in Hawaii was showing paintings to people that, like the School of the Blind. His job was to show them paintings. He was horrible at it, okay? But here's what we do, Shay, just to answer your question. You go to my site, theannuityman.com. You can run quotes to your heart's content, SPIAs, DIAs, QLACs, live MIGA feed, the whole thing. If you're crazy enough and insane enough to want to talk about index annuities, I will have that conversation with you. I've written a book on index annuities, on income riders, on SPIAs and DIAs and QLACs. I've written those free owner's manuals you can get, and I've done a zillion videos, dominate the YouTube space when it comes to annuities. But then, Shay, if you said, hey, Stan the Annuity Man, and you email me, of course, stan@theannuityman.com, can you provide charts from the carriers that show me visually how it all works? The answer is yes. So no obligation, period. There's never urgency to buy an annuity because they're contracts. The urgency is to have those conversations, run the quotes, etc. That's the other thing about upfront bonuses. Did you see that, Zeke, how I pivoted back to upfront bonuses? If someone says, well, you really got to sign up because this upfront bonus goes away, and they give a date, walk out. I mean, you need to really go ahead and sign the paperwork. You don't have to make the decision, but go ahead and sign the paperwork because this bonus is going away. Please don't. And if you do, you get what you deserve. There's no urgency. Bonuses aren't urgent. Food's urgent. I guess right now gas is urgent. Check the date of this taping. But upfront bonuses aren't urgent. They might be urgent for Johnny Appleseed agent because they need to make a house payment, but that's not your problem. By the way, like I said, the average agent lasts 5 years in the business. The average agent makes less than $60,000 a year. So they're a hammer looking for a nail. I'm telling you right now. Bonuses are the panacea product for them because they can hopefully find their mark. You know, if they always say in Vegas, if you don't know who the sucker is at the table, it's you. So they're looking for that sucker to believe that this upfront bonus is really going to work well. I've yet to meet a person. We have quadrillion clients, manage a couple $1 billion of annuities, but the point is I get calls all day long. I'm on the phone. In fact, after this, I'm on call with somebody. I've never heard anybody go, you know what, I am so glad that I purchased that annuity for the bonus. That was one of the best financial decisions I've ever made. Never in my life have I heard that. I've been doing this for 3 decades. I've never heard of that. And I never will hear of that. So if you want to call me and say, well, it was great, Stan, then I'm going to drill down and go, please explain. Please give me the details. All right, what are we looking at? Do Midway 1. Midway. We just did that. Can DIAs, using IRA funds, by the way, DIAs, deferred income annuities, just for a little bit of foundational context, single premium immediate annuities, income can turn on as soon as 30 days, as long as a year. You can defer for a year. Once you go past the year, the single premium immediate annuity magically becomes a deferred income annuity. Same product, same structure, no moving parts, no annual fees, no market attachments. It's a straight pension product. So, getting back to the question, can DIAs using IRA funds stop? Yes, you can use IRA funds. You shouldn't ever buy an annuity inside an IRA, son. I got the dip in. Now I got the nicotine patch in, Zeke. Zeke's got the nicotine patch in. Yeah, and they're an IRA. Yes, you do. You can buy annuities inside of an IRA. Most annuities are purchased inside of IRA. Why is that, Stan? Because that's where most of the money is. Candida is used in IRA funds for income for life with the period certain. Man, you are milled way. You are attached to the period certain. Okay, we got to talk. We got to talk because I got to show you. I got to show you cash refund and installment refund, which is a better way to do it. Be used to avoid the 10% penalty, even if the income starts before. The answer is yes, because it is still falls under the rule of 72T. And if you're having a really boring evening and you really don't know what to do, pull out the tax code like I do and start reading it, and go to chapter 72, section T, and it will explain how that works. But SPIA being a DIA, DIA being a SPIA, that qualifies under Rule 72T. And by the way, I know I look like a tax advisor. I'm not. But that's about as much tax advice as you're going to get from me. So here we go. Let's go. Let's do it. Next one. Marin Musa, 2887. Please talk about mortality credits. How does part of the payouts for annuity payments? Mortality credits is in essence sharing the risk with people that are your same age and gender. Think of a football stadium and you're 70, okay? Think of that stadium with a bunch of 70-year-olds in there. And let's say it's full. If it's full, the income quote that you're going to get from that carrier is not going to be as high as the carrier that needs your age group. You are pooling the risk with other people of your age, because life insurance companies that issue annuities know when we're going to die. It's life expectancy based, not interest rate based. It's life expectancy based, not interest rate based. It's life expectancy based, not interest rate based. Please don't say, well, I'm waiting until the Fed, I'm due. It's about 20 to 25% of the pricing tops. But mortality credits, and we can get into it if you can schedule a call with me, Stan at theannuityman.com. I can go into the deep, dark crevices of mortality credits, but in essence, you're pooling risk, you're sharing risk, because the life insurance companies are saying, okay, you bunch of 70-year-olds, I don't care about your health, I don't care if you got all these nicotine patches in your gum like Zeke, I don't care about that at all. Actually, Zeke has nicotine here and Copenhagen here. If you can think about that head buzz, it's kind of crazy. But they look at you as a 70-year-olds and they say, some of you are going to live to here, some of you are going to live longer, some of you live shorter. I always say the reason life insurance companies have the big buildings, they know when we're going to die. Mortality credits plays into that, but it's the pooling of risk is what that is, okay? Next. Are MIGA rates quoted in simple interest or compound interest? Robert. Hey, Robert. What we do on our site, if you go to our site at theannuityman.com and you pull up the MIGA feed for your state, because they're all approved at the state level, we show them compounding rates. There are a handful of carriers that do simple interest, but what we do, and we make them mad when we do it, is on the right-hand side, yield to maturity, we show the equivalent compounding percentage. So we show the compounding. Even though there's some, I'd say 95% of all MIGAs are compounding interest, 5% are simple interest, but the simple interest carriers that are trying to play a little bit of a game, we smack them. You know, we don't play any game here, son. We're the player. You're not the player. We translate that into a compound interest. Right now on our site, a couple states, there's one carrier. I don't mention carrier names because they don't pay me to do that. That simple interest that seems high, but the equivalent compound interest isn't that high. So that's the answer to that question. And by the way, MIGA is used in non-IRA accounts, which some people in the business call non-qualified. Non-IRA accounts, that interest grows and compounds tax deferred. All righty. Next question, Zeke. They're lining up. I like that. You know, I hate that. Look at that site right there. Look at the gray hair, Zeke. Look at that, man. I mean, who am I blaming for that? Well, I got daughters, 29 and 27. That's the reason, man. Zeke's met him too, so he's over there. Yep, I know one of them. Yep, that's a gray hair situation there. All right, I have a MIGA coming due after 5 years. Can I roll it to a SPIA without paying taxes on the interest? The answer is yes. That's actually a strategy I came up with called MIGA to SPIA, which means you get kind of a CD annuity, MYGA annuity, and at the end of the duration, you can do what's called a 1035 exchange if it's non-IRA, or if it's IRA to IRA direct exchange. The cost basis will transfer, but yes, you can go from MYGA to SPIA or MYGA to DIA. All right, or if it's IRA money, MYGA to QLAC. You can do that. We can help you with that. Hopefully you use us because we are the best. Not like all the rest, Zeke. We are the best. Next question. If an annuity agent is pushing an annuity with a bonus, they are stupid. And they're inexperienced, and they're a charlatan, and they're a sociopath, and giving them some grace, they probably don't know what they're doing. With a bonus, they will be doing this to push you to a particular company or an annuity. That is correct. Annuities are commodity products, and if they sell enough of it, they go on a trip to Bora Bora or Hawaii with their girlfriend, boyfriend, wife, husband, or whatever applies. If they followed your method of recommendation, would be what? If they followed your method, their recommendation would be the same? No. No. Remember, we asked two questions. What do you want the money to contractually do? When do you want those contractual guarantees to start? So if you said, you know what, we need income to start down the road. Okay, great, 4 years, whatever, 5 years. Then that's typically a bonus annuity with an income rider. But we don't care about any of that. Remember what we care about early. Remember what I said? The rating and the highest number. A plus or better, highest number. A plus or better, highest number. Don't care about the bonus. A plus or better, highest number. And you can quote that on my site. And when you get me on the phone right before you pull the trigger to buy it, I'm going to say, we're buying the highest number, A plus or better. Can you send me the brochure? No, who cares? A plus or better, highest number. I know one of our competitors, and they're good people. I know the guy who runs it. I'm not going to mention their name, but they offer these brochures and all this stuff. I'm like, you got to be kidding. I mean, these are commodity products. You shop them for the highest contractual guarantee, and quotes change like a gallon of milk every 7 to 10 days. And getting back to the mortality credits question, tying it in, annuity companies have, for lifetime income, they have tranches, age ranges. So if they need your age range, they're going to raise the guarantee quote to attract you. If they don't need any more of you at your age, they're going to lower the guarantee to not attract you. That's the reason, the captive agent of the world, that's a dead business model. That's just a dead business. Well, this is the best one. No, it's not. These are commodity products. A plus, highest number, right? All right, let's see what we got. Oh, I got a thanks. I like that. All right, what are we doing? Here we go. Tom, let's do Tom. I want to see what Tom. Should be the same, your recommendation, is that correct? No, that was the end of the, Zeke, what are you doing over here, Zeke? I come in the morning, Zeke drinks these energy drinks as he has the nicotine patch here and like the skull thing here, or Copenhagen here. I'm like, and how much buzz legally do you need? He's like, I'm from Hawaii, man. All right, here we go. Oh, do the, I can't mention, don't do that one. I can't mention names of companies, but there is one company that seems to be the biggest pushers of bonuses, and they are, I don't want to mention them because they're a good company, they're big. They just, for whatever reason, are addicted to the bonuses. They're attracting the bonuses. We have the best bonuses. Our bonuses are the highest. Who gives a crap? I can't mention. I saw your, listen, if you want to talk about that carrier, if you have a carrier that you want me to talk about, just email me, stan@theannuityman.com. We'll schedule a call. But I don't mention carriers on screen because I respect them. I mean, most of the people are good people. I just disagree with them pushing bonuses all the time. How about the one below him? Sorry about that. I'm thinking about putting $100,000 in a 5-year MYGA or a FIA. FIA means Fixed Index Annuity. I'm the only person in the country, top agent in the country, of course, that's going to tell you MYGA. And the reason I'm the only one is because Index annuity commissions are 7 to 10 times a MYGA commission. Now, commissions are built into the product. It's a net transaction to you. But the reason that every place you go on the planet, bank, anywhere, someone's trying to sell you an index annuity because it's the highest commission product out there. I don't care. Who cares? But that doesn't mean, that's the reason everyone seems to be pushing it. And the other thing about index annuities, there's nothing guaranteed except for that first year. Most index annuities have 1-year options. You know what you're going to get the first year, but the annuity company, wait for it, can change the rules at their discretion. MYGAs are your best way to go because it's contractual. You know exactly what you're going to get every year. I can tell you to the penny what you're going to get. The problem with the index annuity is you're going to have Johnny Appleseed agent going, well, if you knowed it 10 years ago, you'd have gotten this, and then the projections are looking pretty good, plus the upfront bonus. Crap. As my friend said, it might have been Zeke, you can't polish a turd, but you can roll it in glitter. Think about it. MYGA. Claudia, please, MYGA, I'm begging you, MYGA, begging you, MYGA. Please. Okay, go. What's the next one? Jedrana Tonetofite. You can blame me for the gray hair. Come on, man. Actually, you guys, I'm transparent. Zeke, am I transparent? This year is a pivotal year. Number one, I continue to buy guitars for no reason. But number two, it's my 20th year of sobriety. And you're saying to yourself, Stan, I can't imagine you drunk or high or on drugs. And you're right. It was a lot. Bless my wife, and but yeah, yay me. But you can blame me for the gray hair. I get blamed for a lot of other things as well. No, man, I like talking to everybody that schedules a call with me. I'm booked solid all the time, but I love it because I want to hear what you're doing. I want to make sure you're not making a mistake. We're going to focus on the contractual guarantees. I'm not going to let Johnny Appleseed agent sell you something wrong. So, we got some serial questioners, Zeke. Try to pick some new people. Have they paid you off, Zeke? People are always trying to make money on the side. Zeke's like, I got this side hustle. I drive a Tesla. How'd you get the Tesla, man? Oh, these people, they pay me to put my question on the board soon. All right, here we go. How about been a client? Hey, Stephen. Been a client for the last 2 years, laddered several MYGAs a couple years ago with your help. Thank you. I really appreciate that. But let's talk about laddering MYGAs. I had one today that said, let's ladder 3, 5, 7, and 10 year. If you've ever done laddering CDs or laddering bonds, it's the same way. You have money coming due at different durations. I always think that's cool because, when you have money coming due, I always, we'll call you up 60 days prior to it maturing and go, hey, what do you want to do with the money? It's your money. What do you want to do? You want to roll it to another one? You want it back and go buy a Corvette or whatever? Or my last car, Zeke, my dream car will kind of go on this. I got to tell you this story. I haven't told you this story. So when I was 15, 16, I wanted, you guys will understand, a Datsun 240Z. Okay? And my dad, if you ever saw the movie The Great Santini or read the book by Pat Conroy called The Great Santini, that's my dad. That's my dad. Just a MFer. Okay? Tough guy. And I said, Dad, I need a car. And he's like, you need a car? I'd like a Datsun 240Z. And he goes, no. So 45 years later to the day of me asking that question, he's been dead for 8 years. He's probably like, shouldn't have bought that. I walked into the Nissan dealership and bought a Z, of which my wife goes, what? And I told her the story. I said, that's my dream car. The problem is now, I've been married 37 years. Back then, I was wanting to pick up chicks. And now I'm like Zeke, I'm not a chick magnet. I'm a chick, they run. So it's a little late, but I tool around in the Z. It's not, and my wife goes, What are you going through a midlife crisis? I'm like 62. That make me 124. Ain't midlife, player. It's late life, you know? Which leads me to the next question. People, I've been getting this a lot. Hey, Stan, what happens when you die? Please stop asking me that, okay? Morbid stuff. I have a continuation plan in place. A family member is going to continue this when my Learjet hits the mountain. But we have a Jimmy Dean sausage plan in place, which is Jimmy Dean's been dead for about 11, 12 years, but they sell a crap load of sausage. Same thing. I'll be dead and gone. Thousands of videos. You'll be crying. You'll be wearing the blue hat. Remember the blue hat, which I'll send you for free? But we'll be still rocking and rolling in top of the chain, food chain on annuities, I can guarantee you. We are the Kleenex brand of annuities, okay? We're Amazon when it comes to annuities. All right, next one. Rob, man, Rob, that is a great picture. I want everybody to focus on Rob right there. He looks like the rhythm guitarist for Fleetwood Mac. Loving you, is it the right thing to do? Boom, 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 boom. Okay. The answer is only if we were attaching an income rider for future income. I would never, ever, 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 at the time of this taping, sell just a straight up indexed annuity with the bonus. Even if you came to me, Rob, and put a gun to my head and I thought you were crazy enough and Fleetwood Mac enough to pull the trigger, I wouldn't do it. Only if the income rider was there. Because remember now, I don't know what I said before that. He was like, okay. Remember the two questions, Rob. What do you want the money to contractually do, and when do you want those contractual guarantees to start? With index annuities, what do you want the money to contractually do? All it's going to do is protect the principal. That's all you know. Everything else is a what if or a might do. We don't do might do's, we do will do's. So the will do with a FIA with a bonus is the income rider. That's the will do side. That's the contractual side. And that's the answer. And I'm hoping that you do play guitar because you look like a good, I mean, not like a lead guitar player, but you kind of look like a really good rhythm guitar player, like Malcolm Young of AC/DC, but you don't look that hard, you know what I'm saying? But that's kind of how you look to me. All right, next. Curious, Blue Moon. I'm going to should I sing again, Zeke? No? Okay. Curious about what percentage of buy-in goes to the agent. Oh, like the, I'm assuming you're saying commission. All annuities, QLACs, SPIAs, DIAs, MIGAs, variables, indexed, whatever. All of those commissions are built into the product. It's a net transaction to you. But typically, and I'm going to give a broad range because it really depends on the surrender charge period. The longer the surrender charge period, the higher the commission. So this is a general 30,000 foot view. Okay, a 10-year index annuity might have a 7% built-in commission. A 7-year might have a 5% built-in commission. But they're high commission products, and they're just not. They don't fit into our wheelhouse of will do. And we're the only ones out here in the country that will not play the capped spreads and participation game. It's nonsense. I'm waiting for one to come out that I deem pro-consumer. We'll just wait. All right, next. See, that's what I'm talking about, Zeke. Chivalry. People being nice on the, and he's probably going to blast me. All I saw was good afternoon, Stan. If one was looking to start income in 4, 5, and or 6 years, would you be looking at income from a DIA versus a FIA with an income rider? Let me tell you something, Tom Garino, my man. You're right. We're going to quote both, and then we're going to get on the phone. I'm going to tell you the good, the bad, the limitations, and the benefits of both. But if you said that's income later. If you said, what do you want the money to contractually do? I want income to start in 4, 5, or 6 years. That's the second part. I want lifetime income. I want to start in 4, 5, or 6 years. Then we're down to 2 products, only 2. Index annuities, income riders, we ignore the index annuity side and the bonuses, just the income rider and the number, A plus or better in the number, and then we'll run deferred income annuities, A plus or better or the number, and we'll show you, which ones are the best. Right now, at the time of this taping, in the last few months, income riders have been contractually higher than deferred income annuities. That doesn't make them better. And if anyone out there has said to you, well, this annuity right here, son, you get the bonus and you get the income rider, and if the index annuity part increases, then the income increases with it. It's amazing. Now, getting back to don't be stupid, don't be like a box of hair, dumb as a box of hair, as they used to say. Anytime anybody or any product says it's going to increase, the annuity company doesn't give that away. There's no philanthropist. They're going to severely lower the payment. Just listen to me. If it sounds too good to be true, it is. Without exceptions with annuities. If you get presented something and you go, man, I don't know why I wouldn't buy that, it doesn't work like that. They're either lying, or as George Costanza said on Seinfeld, if you believe it's the truth, then it's not a lie. Come on, man. I mean, it doesn't work that way. All right. So to answer your question, we'd run quotes on both and then show it to you. If you want us to do that, let us know. Stan@theannuityman.com. Here we go. Next one. See, Rob was the one that asked a really good question about index annuities, and I'm like, he looks like the guitar player for Fleetwood Mac. I mean, rhythm guitar, not lead. And that was me. And he was playing guitar at 18 in 1972. That's fantastic. We really haven't had music like that in 72. 72 reminds me of the Allman Brothers. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Zeke, here's a question. Dwayne Allman, what was his nickname? One of the best guitar players in the world. And that's sad that you don't know Skydog. Skydog, if you're keeping score. Okay. All right, next. Here we go. All right, here's another bonus question, but I can't put it up because it's got a carrier name to it. I can't do that. In essence, the question was about this specific annuity. I didn't say Pacific, Zeke, about your homeland over there. I said specific. Okay? It gets crazy. I say the word specific, and he starts, playing the ukulele. The ukulele. This electric ukulele. But here's the thing. If someone's just showing you one product, first of all, you should be working with me. But we're never just going to show one product. These are commodity products. If someone's like, you know what? I've looked at all of it, son, and this is the best one. That means he's going on the trip to Bora Bora with a girlfriend, boyfriend, wife, or husband. Whatever applies. There is no one best annuity. People ask me all the time, what's the best one you got, son? What is it right now? There is no best. The best one is, remember, A plus and the number for lifetime income, A plus and the highest number. The answer is the annuity that provides the highest contractual guarantee for your specific situation. That's the one that's the best. I could give a crap about the name. I could give a crap about the brochure. I could give a crap about any of that. You're buying a contract from a life insurance company. Smart people would say, because I'm buying a contract from a life insurance company, I'm going to solely focus on the contractual guarantees. Duh. Right, Zeke? I told someone the other day, I said, I was pre-med in junior college, and then I just paused. There is no pre-med in junior college, Zeke, but I was just seeing if they were on top of it. They weren't. I mean, they really weren't. So let's go backwards again, because get some more questions up there, Zeke, but I want to wax eloquent, as I say, about the whole bonus thing that's happening out there. It's disturbing that the annuity industry allows it to proliferate. Zeke, in Hawaiian, that means spread. to spread across the country. I don't blame the carriers. I really don't, because they put the disclaimers in and all that stuff, and then they give it to the agent army, and the agent army who has made hey, listen, to sell indexed annuities with bonuses, you have to pass a life insurance test at the state level and make a 70. Huh? Low bar, anyone? I mean, that's crazy. But it's the industry. But I'm hoping if you're listening to this, then some alarm bell went off that you're like, that doesn't make any sense. That doesn't add up. That sounds too good to be true. Okay? So, bonuses are just part of the overall contractual guarantee. If you make them any more than that, or if you allow the person trying to sell it to you, convince you it's anything more than that, then I blame you after this video. If you've been on this video and you get taken, then you get what you deserve. And the problem is I get calls all the time, well, I bought this bonus annuity. I know you told me not to, but I bought it 3 years ago. You're screwed. You can't get out because the surrender charges are so high. They're predatory, as I say. But shop all carriers. Remember also, too, the annuity industry and myself, who's the leader in the industry, recommend no more than 50% of your investable assets. That means not your house, not your car, not your guitar, your investable assets, no more than 50% in annuities. That doesn't mean you need to put 50% in annuities, but that's kind of the bogey. Now, if you say, well, Stan, the Annuity Man, America's annuity agent licensed in all 50 states of Puerto Rico, how about if I want to put a little bit more? I can try to go to bat for you. I've got the red phones. I can go up the food chain. They will take my call, but we got to have a really good reason why. And if you're sitting out there and someone has put more than 50% of your investable portfolio in annuities, then I'm guessing, because the only way for it to go through is they doctored the application to make it look like you had more assets than you do, which is a misdemeanor. It's like filling out a fraudulent mortgage application. You can go to prison. You can definitely lose your license. But if somebody called me the other day and they had put 80% of their money in indexed annuities of all things, I said, well, first of all, the agent should go to jail, okay, because that's not suitable. They would lose their license in arbitration immediately, and they should, but it just doesn't make sense. I mean, annuities are contractual guarantees that solve for four things. The acronym's PIL. P stands for principal protection, I stands for income for life, L stands for legacy, the other L stands for long-term care. PIL. Notice there is an S for stock market, G for growth, B for Bitcoin. On a side note, Zeke, and calm down before I say this. I had somebody send me something about an indexed annuity that was attached to crypto. Okay. This is what's wrong. I mean, you talk about the reason the annuity industry gets a bad reputation, that kind of crap. Come on, man. That's crazy. Please tell me none of you bought that. Let's do that one at the bottom. All right, here we go. Bonuses for QLAC sales, QLAC options. No, the only upfront bonus crapola out there is with indexed annuities, which should tell you all you need to know, really. QLACs were put on the planet in 2014 by our friends at the IRS and the Department of the Treasury to solve for lifetime income in an IRA using traditional IRA money. So if your advisor or somebody at the cocktail party goes, never put annuity inside of an IRA, they're stupid. They're dumb as a box of hair. QLACs are great products. There's no bonuses attached to them. The options for a QLAC would be life, joint life. The cool part about QLAC, you take your IRA money and attach a spouse for joint lifetime income, and then we can structure it. Typically, we structure it with cash refunds. So when your Learjet hits the mountain, whatever amount of money is left in the account when you die goes 100% to the beneficiaries listed on the policy and not the evil annuity company. I'm wearing this shirt proudly today, Z. You're saying, are you on contract with Nike? I should be, but I'm a dream killer when it comes to bonuses. I'm a dream killer when it comes to might do. I'm a dream killer when it comes to back-tested numbers. I'm a dream killer when it comes to potential. I'm a dream killer when it comes to hypothetical. I'm a dream killer when it comes to theoretical. I'm a dream killer with anything that's not contractual. Someone said the other day, you Republican or Democrat? No, I'm contractual. All I look are the contractual guarantees of the policy. Every single client I have, and it's quadrillion right now, there's a bajillion, they know exactly what they're going to get. There's no hypothetical. There's no, hey, let's review it. Let's see what happened last year. You know what happened last year? The contractual guarantee that was in place. That's what happened last year. Someone said the other day, some industry dude that they all fly in here to Vegas and wine and dine me, and I'm like, leave me alone. Take me to Waffle House and I'm a happy man. You know what I'm saying? Well, Stan, just think of all the revenue you're leaving on the table with these high commission index annuities. You know what? Who cares? My clients are happy. I don't have people calling me up and saying, well, you said it was going to be 79% growth and I got 2. I don't take those calls, player, because I don't sell dreams. I'm a dream killer. If you buy the dream, you're going to own the contractual realities. Because of that, I start and I finish at the contractual realities. I'm amazed no one's followed me. But how do you follow me? Zeke, how do you follow me? You can't. I mean, you just can't. I'm just going to leave it at that, you know? So, we would go longer. There are more questions. We can't take the questions because I've got to go get on the phone. And I'm gonna close with that. You're saying to yourself, Stan, you travel the world. You have your own jet, your own boat, your own yacht, your own staff. None of that's true. But I do fly a lot. I do travel a lot. But I am available. You're like, can I really get you on the phone? Yes, but it's not going to be a hand-holding thing. It's going to be brutal and factual. As my grandfather said, if you tell the truth, you don't have to remember anything. That's our business model. We're not better than anybody. We're not better. We're just brutally factual. Seriously, brutally factual. And I enjoy doing that with people because there's no mulligans in chapter 2 of your life. There's no mulligans, golf players out there. You can't put it back on the tee. You can't make mistakes. You can't buy an annuity for a bonus. You worked hard as crap for this money. Do not believe the dream. Dream killer. Contractual realities. All right? Do me a favor. Send me an email. I'll send you a hat if you don't have one. Schedule a call. Let's have a call. I'm not a hammer looking for a nail. I'm not some Svengali closer. I'm just going to find out what you want. We're going to quote for the highest contractual guarantees, and that's what we're going to do. Zeke, I'm giving you the heads up on you almost went for the Q right there. You were close, right? Watch what's getting ready to happen. I'm going to count us down, and I'm going to see you next time. We're going to do another live event next month. And by the way, hold on 2 seconds. Zeke sent out the email with the wrong date, the wrong time. I'm like, what in the world? I was going to tell you that we were just testing your acumen, but that's not true. Zeke walks out of his office. He goes, I think I messed up the date. You think? We won't do that next time. Well, maybe we will. We got another live event next time. My name is Stan the Annuity Man, official dream killer of the bonus products. Hit it, Zeke.